Today I'm going to show you my top 3 favorite makeup trends of 2025. A glowy hydrated base that looks like second skin and lasts all day long. Flushed cheeks that wrap along the eye and it's so everyday wearable. And the pop of color on the lip that makes any makeup look glam. These are the top 3 trends that I've actually been implementing into my makeup routine for, oh my gosh, all of 2025 thus far. And I feel like these are going to be the trends that I'm going to continue to implement for the balance of 2025. Why? Because this is me. It's lightweight, it's pretty, it looks healthy. Putting this look together is minimal effort, perfect for beginners, works for all age ranges. And I've done looks like this one and people are asking for the tutorial and I never got around to doing it. So I was like, you know what, let's do that today. All right, friends, let's dive on in. I'm really excited to play around with the product because some of it is relatively new to me. So this gives me a really good chance to kind of dive on in and play with the product a little further. So I'm gonna start off with priming. And there's a lash, geez Louise. Priming the skin. I'm going to use the Professional Pore Primer by Benefit Cosmeticos. I have so many tutorials, so if you're new to makeup, I really think you would enjoy and benefit from those. Make sure you check out the playlist. I'll link it up here for you. It's really not about the steps within this video, and honestly, it's not even about the product. It just gives me an opportunity to play around with them. Feel free to use whatever product you want. But if you do want to check out the ones that I am using, those will be listed and linked below. This is so good. I got it in my Ipsy, my paid Ipsy. My shade is TG1. This is by LYS. It is their tint stick. I tried it and I'm gonna do the 1 layer. I'm not gonna do the 2 layers like I did in the try-on, pero I really liked this. I did blend it out with a brush. I've tried it a second time with a sponge and look how pretty this looks. The idea behind it is to achieve a glowy second skin finish without it looking heavy, cakey, or extra like oily, greasy, because that's not pretty. And if it starts looking like that from the beginning, it's not gonna wear well. So a lightweight product, a skin tint, a tinted moisturizer usually does the trick. Depending on the formula, some have way more radiance than others. If you're wondering which one is gonna be best for you, it really depends on your skin type. If you have a really dry skin, be my guest, use something with a lot of dew, your skin is going to love it. Just make sure you prep the skin in advance, just in case you have some dry patches. If you have oily skin, you wanna tone the skin and use a primer that keeps your oils at bay while smoothing your skin, and then applying something like the LYS where it has some dew but it has no flecks of shimmer in it will do the trick. It wears so beautifully. And then if you have normal combo skin, then you can pretty much get away with anything. You might want to set certain areas of the skin if they're a little too dewy, but that's going to be personal preference. It kind of looks like it's my skin. Shade match is beautiful again, pero mira, you can see through to my freckles. I can actually get away with wearing nothing else if I wanted to. I could powder if it's what I'm going for, but other than that, like, second skin effect. And don't get me wrong, I personally was loving the 2016-2017 makeup where it was like full coverage, glam effect. We were going to the supermarket, we were going to the bank, we were going to the gas station, and our makeup looked like we were going to the club. Full glam. But I feel like depending on the age range too, it's not realistic for every day. I think once you're maybe like 32 and up, you might want to embrace your skin a little more and go more lightweight, because that will make you look more youthful. I'm going to use the same brush. I'm going to quickly use my Ace Beauty. Last time I tapped the brush into it. This time I will go straight. You see her? She's visiting. We're going to go straight into the contours and contour. You can totally skip this. I just like this step a lot. It gives me a lifted effect that I like. It kind of like pulls everything up. We're gonna move on to the very next trend, which I've been doing a lot. Honestly, I don't even know what to call it, but you know, it became on trend where people were saying like blush blindness. There is a healthy medium to that. You don't have to overdo the blush and make it look like your face ate the blush. So I'm not going with that trend. I don't think that's a trend for everyone, but a trend that can be for everyone depending on the shade that you're wearing, depending on the formula and how high up you want to go, is going to be when you apply the blush and wrap it onto the eye. It just gives you a more awake, lifted, and youthful effect. And it's so easy to apply on every day. So I applied my Level Up Primer with Ofra Cosmetics. I'm not going to set that because I am going to go in with more cream product closer to the eye. We will kind of set that afterward. For blush, I am going to go in with a cream. You can go in with a powder and or a liquid. Totally up to you. Y'all know I'm a sucker for a cream. I'm debating on which one I want though. Merit Beauty is absolutely amazing and has stunning formulas, and these are really great. So this one here is in Cheeky and this one is in Raspberry Beret. Let's go with Cheeky as a just in case por si acaso. I'm gonna go in with a brush. An angled brush is great because you can hit those areas a lot better with more precision and less effort. But if you don't have a fluffy brush like this one, that's fine. You can use whatever blush brush you have. I'm gonna dip into a little container. I'm using Cheeky and I'm going to tap my blush here. I'm not gonna bring it all the way forward. I want to focus the blush up on the temple, closer to the hairline. You are gonna get some product on your hairline. You'll be fine. It washes off. And then I'm gonna pull from that crease out. Don't worry about this under eye area. So from the crease and out. It's gonna help contour and emphasize that crease while providing a beautiful lift. I know this may look a little intense depending on the shade that you have, pero cálmate, cálmate, I got you. So we're gonna go back and forth like so. Look how pretty that looks. I've been living for this. Like I have literally wrapped my blush around almost like a crescent moon. The trick is that you want to focus most of it on the upper cheekbone and your temple, and then whatever is left kind of drag like so. Now I'm gonna move forward to concealing, and that's what's gonna help this cheek and eye effect kind of come together. I'm gonna use the new Makeup Forever. I really, really like this. I've seen people tell me that I didn't see anything happen. They don't feel like it worked for me. I feel like it worked for me. It looks great, and it gives me a chance to blend it out. Okay, so she's gonna look like so. And then with a brush, I'll just blend down here because it's like the smallest area. Here and here. I will just drag down. I want to highlight the nose a little bit, and then once it dries down, we'll kind of like diffuse that. I will bring up just to brighten. I am so itchy. I feel like I have a pelito. Hold on. I sure did. And then I'm going to use my brush to press that concealer onto that inner corner, focusing most of the product in here, and then whatever's left I will gently bring out. You can use a beauty sponge for this. I didn't because I'm hiding from my kids right now. If I come out, they're gonna see me. Back in with the brush, kind of do one of these, and now you have a really pretty gradient. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. And then I'm gonna move forward with Huda Beauty's Easy Bake Powder. Mine is in Peach Pie. I love the fragrance. I know it's a very unpopular opinion, but I really do love the fragrance of this setting powder. I know that they launched the setting powder without fragrance, but I would continue to get it with the fragrance. It smells so good. So we are setting the under eye, and look at how pretty that gradient is. The concealer set, but I am just kind of blending the bridge of my nose. I don't want it to be too heavy in coverage because for whatever reason my nose is always red, the bridge. And for today's effect, I think it works. So I'm going in, making sure, see, it doesn't look crazy. It looks healthy and lightweight, gradient, pretty. I'm gonna go in with a little more powder. And at this point, I am going to set my lid. This is Peach Pie, so it's a nice shade and it would work with pinks, oranges, yellows, those shades in terms of like colors on the skin and on top of olive skin tones. If you are of a deeper complexion, I would try to use a translucent in this area and then top that off with a banana. And if you like their strawberry shortcake one, they're pink. Well, very lightweight because it could make everything look pinker. So Peach Pie is technically a perfect shade because it's a nice balance in between. It's kind of like that neutral shade, if you will. I've set the skin and she's still dewy and healthy and pretty, and it doesn't look heavy. Now is a good time to finish off the eyes. This is gonna be pretty simple. I have so many tutorials on how to apply lashes and or these press-ons. I will link some of them below. I love that you guys have found my videos super useful, which is amazing. Now, if you don't want to do lashes, that's perfectly fine. You can totally skip on lashes. I do recommend you use either the Tarte Man Eater Mascara Original, but I don't really care for the waterproof. But if you can't afford that, don't have it in your collection, and you're like, girl, that's way past my price point, this one by Essence is like $5 and it's really nice. I am going to apply this on the lower lash, but I do want to pop on some falsies. This is its own trend within itself, and I am so not mad at it. All right, friends, lashes are on. I'm going to move forward. Again, we're keeping the eyes as minimalistic as possible. I'm going to use the Essence. I do have, just so that you guys can see, I have the Tarte, right? Okay, so I do have the Tarte, but this one, it's a hot pink, and I spotted it faster. So I'm going to go in with the tip, which is like a rounded ball tip, and I'm just going to apply a little bit of mascara out here. I want to comb the outer areas. It kind of gives it a look almost like you applied a falsie out there, but it intensifies the look of the eye without intensifying the entire lower lash line, because I want to keep it simple. But isn't that pretty? I think it's pretty. Anyway, do you see why I've been obsessed with this eye look? Because it's easy to put together. It's everyday wearable. Doesn't matter where you're going. You can go to work, you can go to lunch, you can go to dinner, a date. It's still gonna look really nice. The skin is skinning, the eyes are iron, and now we have to top it off with a lip. Bold lips is where it's at this year, keeping everything wearable and simple, and then the pop of color being your lip. I've really been enjoying it. So I'm going to apply Prime Fish by One Size. It is their lip snatcher. It is a super long wear, deep red shade, and I love her. Do I overline my lips? Yeah, because I don't have a lip filler and I want my lips to look luscious, and so I will always overline it. Also, can you do a nude? You can do whatever the hell you want. It is your face, it's your makeup for sure. This is just the trend that I've really been enjoying. So you'll see me like keep the eyes simple and then go in with a pop of color, and that just kind of makes everything look like you really put a lot of effort when you didn't. And then I'm gonna go in with the lip balms by Urban Decay. It's totally up to you what shade you want to go with. I've been doing a lot of hot pink. I will swatch the purple so you can see what the purple looks like. Do you see how poppy those are? They're like bold and in your face. If you had like a really dramatic eye, it would be a bit much. However, when you're doing something as wearable as this, you can definitely pull off a pop of color like this. And do I have a hot pink lip liner? Sure, I do. But this One Size lip liner brings it all together really well. It looks so good. And then of course we are going to set the skin. I'm going to use, I have a variation of setting sprays that are wonderful. I have the L'Oreal, this one by One Size, but this one adds hydration. I'm not looking for hydration right now. I'm technically not going anywhere. Otherwise, I would use this one because it has SPF. I have Milk Makeup, the All Nighter by Urban Decay. Actually, I have all three by Urban Decay, but I am going to use the Huda Beauty because this one, along with like two other ones that I have, it is infused with powder within the formula, so you really have to make sure you shake it really, really well. This is going to lock everything in place while also setting it, giving an additional filtered effect, but it's still gonna look like my skin. And now my makeup is done. It is locked in place. It's not going anywhere. You can still see through to my freckles. My skin is balanced, glowy, and bright. I love how this look turned out. Now, I feel like these trends went viral over on the TikTok. If you have TikTok, don't have TikTok, let me know. Have you tried any of these trends? I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. It really, really helps me out. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. And you know we can't go anywhere without saying hello and thank you to our channel members, the G Squad, an amazing group of people who have joined channel memberships and are supporting the channel at a higher level. If you're ever interested in joining, all you have to do is hit that join button below and you're good to go. Our daily shout out to the community spotlight who YouTube is highlighting for supporting the channel by watching my videos all the way through, hitting the like button and commenting as we go along. Your efforts do not go unnoticed and I really, really appreciate you. If you've made it all the way through, you are a real one. You're amazing. Thank you. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.